Pay hip is officially closed, guys. That means Kickstarter is live tomorrow. We're through, everything's been approved. Really excited for the campaigns to be popping off as well. Yeah, really excited to see what you guys feel, what you feel about the campaign that's coming out. Act 3, it is our best work. It is putting everything out there. The first time I've ever done this, not talking about ONDA Plus, the campaign as well. First time I've ever done that, as well as Act 2. To be fair, that was a first for me as well. But bearing my soul here, putting everything out there. So Kickstarter tomorrow, 1st of September, first for me, first of yeah. I've never done this before. So the team have been amazing. I mean, let me just call a spade a spade. Avi has been incredible. Avi has been absolutely phenomenal. Our engineer has gone beyond you know, what I was expecting, and he's really pleased. He's so proud, and you can see that on the video for our campaign. We've not been able to show visuals on Kickstarter, which is fine. You know, you'll see them elsewhere, but so excited with what's going on. The team are doing fantastic. People all around the world have been so helpful. There's so many people that have been a part of this dream and a part of this movement. It's been amazing. It's been absolutely godsend. Another person I want to call out, actually, specifically Fletcher, my God, a godsend, absolute godsend. And even still, another one, Focus, you'll hear about him from tomorrow. But yeah, all these people, you know, so grateful to all the help to bring this dream into a reality. So yeah, you guys are seeing, I guess, what's been in my mind in terms of ONDA Plus, in terms of Act 1, in terms of Act 2, in terms of Act 3. When you see this tomorrow, really excited for you to see you, and I'm repeating that, but you can see how much this means to me, how much I put into this. Tomorrow is 20 weeks since the 14th of April. The 14th of April, when I was living in hell, the lowest point, one of the lowest points of my life. In 20 weeks, from an idea in my mind, we've done the impossible. We've literally done what companies take months and a lot of people to do. Pretty much as a solo guy, one man hand. I've had assistance from a lot of people, but I'm still 100% independent. There's no one running this ship but me, and it's insane. It's insane the amount of, you know, Elon Musk has a saying, being an entrepreneur is like chewing on glass and looking into the depths of hell or something like that. And he's not wrong, you know. We faced issues and setbacks and challenges at every step of this journey, you know, constantly. All I've had are setbacks. No, you can't do that. This is impossible. No, you should delay the launch. You should do this. You should do that. I've had it countless times. But the thing is, I'm hard-headed, and I don't care what people think. My goal is my goal, and I'll get it done, regardless if they're on the journey with me or not. If they're not on the journey with me, then they're not the right people. It's either you're with us or against us. And the amazing thing is, the people that we've had to support, I say we, but me, to support me on this journey, you know, to support me and to bring this to life, and to really bring what they do best to the table, to help strengthen where I'm weak, where I'm not as good. You know, I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all have our strengths and our weaknesses. I've been able to identify where my strengths and my weaknesses are, and I lean on my strengths massively, and I'll get support on my weaknesses. You know, no one's a perfect. No one's perfect, and no one's a finished model. No one knows everything. We always need help on the way. Everyone needs help on a journey. You know, there's a saying Zig says, because if you see a turtle on a post lying on its back, you can be sure he damn hell didn't get there on his own, right? Like, someone's put him there. So there's things that are, we're always going to have help on our journey. We're always going to have hindrances. But what I've really loved in this process is, in the time frame we've had, is everything's been cut through. Everything's been, you know, it's been right to the wire. Every single thing's been under a lot of pressure, but the quality's been delivered. And I'm just grateful that everybody's brought their A game to the table to assist, and like I say, Fletcher as well. You know, who knows if this would have been reality without that help. Avi again, you know, who knows if this would have been reality if you didn't pull through with the content that I needed. So it's one of those things, you know. Compliance is a requirement by certain companies, and it's not an issue. It's a great thing to have, to make sure things are checked through thoroughly, to make sure there's not, you know, no or minimal scams in the market, because scams are a horrible, terrible thing, and I've been scammed in the past. I lost 40-50k in a crypto scam, and this was only a few years ago, and it was devastating, absolutely devastating, you know. But you bounce back, you know, you get back on the horse, you carry on. It's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back up and keep going. That's what it's about. People have in the past have been quick to laugh at a setback, or when you've not done well in a certain thing, like, oh, ha. It's like, well, no, I've learned in that, I've developed in that, I've picked up skills, I've picked up things that I never had before. So I may not have been, it's not even not successful, I may not have achieved what I wanted to achieve, whatever that might have been. But in my mind, that's just brilliant, because I'm picking up skills, I'm learning what I don't know, and then that's areas that I can then improve on. And now if you look at me, you know, I'm doing this solo, I'm doing this one-man band. Everything you're seeing is from here. It came from me, it came from my mind, it's my artistry, it's my craftsmanship that I'm putting here. I'm asking for support for things that I can't do myself, or things that I might have other people do that are faster for me than me doing it myself, so I can do other things. But ultimately, this is me. It's like Dave. It's that line that Dave has. All the artwork, everything you hear is me. Everything you see is me. A wonderful team, but a God that I serve. And that is so fucking real. It is so real. There's so many goats out there. So many influences in my life. So many people that have motivated me to be who I am. And that goes right the way back to since I was a kid. You know, hip hop and UK rap, grime and garage scene and all this stuff. You know. From way back, but the most influential people are artists, are the people that have spoken and I guess laid out their soul, laid out their vulnerability for people to hear in their artwork, you know. And specifically, okay, Bugsy Malone, Dave are massive inspirations in the UK for sure. You know, they're holding the crown in terms of inspiration and you know, meaningful rap. By absolute miles in the UK, but you know, there are other people doing it as well, you know. But for me, in my journey, I think the most important, the most significant artist has to be J. Cole. You know, J. Cole lays all this stuff out, and it resonates in such a way. And I guess this is my form of it. This is my form of displaying my art, whether it's visually through creative, I guess, cinematic videos like Act 2, where I'm able to get an opera singer to perform and bring that to life, or whether it's the other things that you're going to see. But this is what I'm doing, and you live once, you know. I've had a chance in life. You know, this was proof of the car crash. A metal plate, 19 screws in there. Severe brain damage, was in a coma, lost my speech, my memory, confidence, all the movement in this arm, radial nerve damage, you know, really, really bad. This is the second chance of life. I shouldn't, they said the odds of me living were minimal. The odds of me recovering were impossible, and the odds of me living the life I've had, it doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I chose not to let this beat me, and I chose to bring my story forward. This is, I don't know if you remember from my previous videos, I'm not somebody that's very public. I'm a very private person. You'll notice that from my socials. If you look on my Facebook, my Instagrams, the Calm Night 333, I think it is on Facebook and Insta, my personals. I'm not a public guy. You don't see much about what I've lived. It's little things. So me having to do this, to broadcast and speak and publicize my life and publicize what I'm doing, isn't a very comfortable thing. It's not that I can't do it. I clearly can do it. I'm doing it, but it's not something I want to do. I don't want fame. I don't want to be a known person, but I know that to get my products out there, to get the impact out there, to have the influence and to have the exposure, and to actually, drive this movement, I have to lay myself bare. I have to show everything. I have to show the positive, the negative, the strong, the weak, whatever people call now as masculinity, the alpha, the beta, all this crap. Ultimately, you're a person, right? You can be aggressive, you can be passive, you can be whatever you want, but labels and all this nonsense, it just drives me insane, because a person's a person. You can be one way in one kind of thing in one circumstance, and a completely different kind of way in another circumstance. So just keep trying to just develop in your life. And I forgot completely where I'm going with all of this. Like I say, it's one of them. My mind is crazy and I'm all over the place, but I can't believe this. It's literally an absolute blessing. This is unreal to me. To be tomorrow is 20 weeks in from thinking about this idea, and it's now a reality. We're launching our Kickstarter tomorrow, and it's a 30-day campaign. It's taken blood, sweat, tears to get to this stage. We got it over the line, and super excited to see what comes out of this now. But it doesn't stop here. There's still more in the pipeline. There's still more coming. I appreciate your time, guys. I appreciate your support, and thank you for watching. Peace.